Hi everyone. The topic that I am going to explain you now is trigonometry. Trigonometry is a Greek word. The trigonometry is a Greek word. The Greek astrologer and scientist Hipparchus Greek astrologer and mathematician Hipparchus has introduced the trigonometry and has studied about the trigonometric tables. He is considered as a father of trigonometry. He is considered as a father of trigonometry. It is a Greek word. Its meaning is first tri means three. Gonia means angle and metron means measure. Trigonometry is a Greek word and its meaning is tri means three, gonia means angle, metrons means measure. The total meaning of trigonometry is a three angle measure. The Hipparchus, Greek astrologer and mathematician, has introduced the trigonometry. He is considered as a father of trigonometry. The basic task of trigonometry is find out the unknown quantities of a triangle by using the given known quantities. In a triangle, some quantities are given to us. Then we have to find out the remaining quantities by using the given quantities. In the trigonometry has greatest importance in the several fields. In the navigation, in the astrology, in the construction field, we will use trigonometry. In the construction field, to measure the height of a building, we will use the trigonometry. To measure the inclination of a roof of a building, we will use the trigonometry. And in the oceans, to measure the heights of the tides, we will use the trigonometry. And in the astrology, in the navigation, we will use the trigonometry. Now let us discuss about a definition of an angle. Definition of an angle. What is meant by an angle? Suppose let us consider this is a fixed ray. This is a moving ray. The amount of rotation made by moving ray. The amount of rotation made by this moving ray with respect to a fixed ray. The amount of rotation made by this moving ray with respect to a fixed ray is called an angle, and we are denoting with this with theta. We can denote this with theta or alpha or beta or gamma. That is the amount of rotation. The amount of rotation made by this moving ray with respect to this fixed ray is called an angle. And there is a measure for everything. To measure the angle, to measure the amount of rotation or to measure the angle, we have three systems of measurements. First is sexagesimal system. Next one, centesimal system. And third one, radian system or circular system. To measure the angle or to measure the amount of rotation, we have three systems of measurements. First one, sexagesimal system. Next one, centesimal system. Next one, radian or circular system. Let us discuss these one by one. The first system of measurement is sexagesimal system. In this system, the units of measurement of an angle is degree. Units of measurement of an angle is degree. That means we are measuring angles in terms of degrees. The units of measurement of an angle is degree. In the system, let us take a complete rotation. If you consider a complete rotation and divide this complete rotation into 360 equal parts, then each part represent a degree. If you divide this circle into 360 equal parts like this, we will divide the circle into so many parts. If we divide this total circle into 360 equal parts, if you divide the total circle into 360 equal parts, then each part represent a 1 degree, means 1 by 360th part, 1 by 360th part of a complete rotation. We call it as degree. 1 by 360th part of a complete rotation, we call it as a degree. Now we are getting some part, this is as degree. If you divide this degree into 60 equal parts, if you divide this degree into 60 equal parts again, then each part represent a minute. Each part represent a minute. If you divide the 1 degree into 60 equal parts, then each part represent a minute. Now again we are getting a minute after. If you are dividing the minute into 60 equal parts, if you divide each minute into 60 equal parts, then each part represent a second. Each part represent a second. Now second system of measurement is centesimal system. Centesimal system. In this system of measurements, the units of measurement of an angle is grade. Units of measurement of an angle is grade. That is, if you divide the complete rotation into 400 equal parts, if you divide one complete rotation into 400 equal parts like this, if you divide the complete rotation into 400 equal parts, each part represent 1 grade. Each part represent 1 grade. That means 1 by 400th part of a complete rotation. One by 400th part of a complete rotation gives us a grade. After getting a grade, if you divide each grade into 100 equal parts, that represent a minute. And again 1 minute can be divided into 100 equal parts, then each part represent a second. Now the third system of measurement is circular system. Circular system or radian system. Circular system or radian system. What is a radian? If this is a circle with a center O having radius R, and let us consider this is a arc. Take a point A, take a point B. This length is sub R. This is some angle theta. The angle subtended by this arc AB, the angle subtended by an arc AB of length is equal to the radius of the circle. Angle subtended by an arc of length is equal to the radius of the circle, then that angle is said to be 1 radian. Then that angle is said to be 1 radian. Angle subtended by an arc of length is equal to the radius of the circle, then the angle is said to be the radian. One more point that I want to discuss you is pi radians is equal to 180 degrees. Pi radians is equal to 180 degrees. Means 1 radian is equal to 180 by pi. That is equal to 180 by pi value 3.14. If you simplify this one, we will get like 57.17. Means 57 degrees 17 minutes. That is 1 radian is equal to 57 degrees and 17 minutes. Now the relation between these three system of measurements given by the d by 90 is equal to g by 100 is equal to c by pi by 2. This is the relation between these three system of measurements. These three system of measurements. D by 90 is equal to G by 100 is equal to C by pi by 2. By using this relation, we can convert the angle into one system of measurements to another system of measurements. If we given in degree, if a problem given in a degree, we can convert this into grades or we can convert this into the radians. Let us discuss some problems on this. First thing, convert 90 degrees. Convert 90 degrees into grades. Convert 90 degrees into grades. Now, the relation between degrees and grades we have to consider in this problem, because he is given degrees 90 degrees and we have to find out in grades. We have to find out in grades. Therefore, d by 90 is equal to g by 100. Given 90 degrees, substitute 90 degrees here. 90 by 90, that is equal to g by 100. 1 implies g is equal to 100. Therefore, 90 degrees is equal to 100 grades. Now, second problem. Convert 50 grades. Convert 50 grades into degrees. Convert 50 grades into degrees. Then d by 90 is equal to 50 by 100. Because 50 grades given. 51 ja 52 ja. D is equal to 90 by 2, that is 45. That is 50 grades is equal to 45 degrees. Convert pi by 6 radians into degrees. Then we have to take degrees and radians relation. D by 90 is equal to C by pi by 2. Pi by 6 radians. So substitute pi by 6 in the place of C. D by 90 is equal to pi by 6 by pi by 2. This pi get cancelled. 2 1 ja 2 3 ja. D is equal to D by 90 is equal to 1 by 3. D by 90 is equal to 1 by 3. D is equal to 90 by 3. 3 30 ja. D is equal to 30. Means pi by 6 radians is equal to 30 degrees. Now convert 500 grades. Convert 500 grades into radians. Then we have to take the relation this one. G by 100 is equal to C by pi by 2. G 500 grades. 500 grades by 100, that is equal to C by pi by 2. 100 5 ja. Now this implies 5 is equal to 2C by pi. This 2 send to the numerator. This 2 send to the numerator. 2C by pi is equal to 5. Implies 5 pi by 2, that is equal to C. Means 500 grades is equal to 5 pi by 2 radians. Like this, we can convert any angle from one system of measurement to the another system of measurements. Video, I want to discuss about the trigonometric ratios. For this, let us consider a coordinate axis. Let us consider a coordinate axis. This is x and negative x-axis, x dash, y dash. These coordinate axes intersect at a point O. Consider O as center with some radius r. Make a circle. Draw a circle with a center O and with some radius r. Take a point P x comma y on the circumference of the circle. Then we consider the radius of the circle as r. Therefore, OP length is r. The length of OP is r. Because the radius of the circle is r, OP length is equal to r. And draw a perpendicular from P to x-axis. Denote this as M. Take a perpendicular. Draw a perpendicular from px comma y to x-axis and denote this point as m. This is a point x comma y. Therefore, the distance from O to m is x, and the distance from P to M is y. The angle made by OP with the x-axis is considered as theta. The angle made by OP with the positive x-axis taken as theta. Now, a right angle triangle OPM is formed here. A right angle triangle OPM is formed here. This triangle has three sides. With these three sides, we can define 6 ratios. We can write 6 ratios from this triangle. They are, suppose this side, PM side is opposite to theta. Therefore, this is the opposite side. And OM side is adjacent to theta. This is the adjacent side. And this OP is the hypotenuse of the right angle triangle. Now write all possible ratios from this triangle. First one is y by r, that is opposite side by hypotenuse, named as sine theta. This is named as sine theta. Next one, take the ratio x by r, that is adjacent side by hypotenuse, which is named as cos theta. Now take y by x, that is opposite side by adjacent side, which is named as tan theta. Now take the reciprocals of these three trigonometric ratios, that is first one r by y, that is equal to hypotenuse by opposite side, that is named as cosecant theta, and from this cosecant theta is the reciprocal of the sine theta. Therefore, we can write cosecant theta is equal to 1 by sine theta. Implies, send this sine theta to here. Then cosecant theta into sine theta is equal to 1. Cosecant theta into sine theta is equal to 1. Next, take the reciprocal of this one, that is r by x, means hypotenuse by adjacent side. This is named as secant theta. Observe that secant theta and cos theta are reciprocal to each other. Therefore, secant theta is equal to 1 by cos theta. Implies secant theta into cos theta is equal to 1. Secant theta into cos theta is equal to 1. Next, take the reciprocal of this one, x by y, that is adjacent side by opposite side. This is named as cot theta. Therefore, cot theta is equal to 1 by tan theta. Send this tan theta to this side. Cot theta into tan theta is equal to 1.